You scared? You nervous, Will?
Absolutely, as always.
As
On
always.
edge. On edge when I'm around you. What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, everybody's always on edge when they're bloody around me. But well, welcome. This is
Welcome.
the first ever podcast, the In My Opinion or Just My Opinion podcast. Essentially,
Someone just get your opinion out, really.
yeah, voice your opinion.
If you've
Let
got too
it-
much free time, you need something to do.
Yeah, if you've got something you want to talk about, if you got something you want to say, go nuts and let us hear us. Hello to all of you guys. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. If there's anything,
Damn. Yeah, look at them go.
there's anything you can pick up on in the stream that could be fine-tuned, don't be afraid to let us
know.
know.
Like, I think it's been maybe a month or two of you putting the camera together, like rearranging this entire room. Oh my god, the amount of different iterations of this place.
Yeah, I started off with a cheap, crappy webcam, 2 webcams, and I've been working on this for a little bit longer than.
And we went from stacking it on books. Now we got a nice little what was it, shoebox?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had an empty shoebox before, and now I've upgraded to a shoe.
Oh, it's got a ballast.
Do you know what's crazy? That particular shoebox has got shoes in it that a subscriber sent to me from Canada. Yeah, he custom made some shoes.
That
and-
man is currently holding up this podcast.
No, it's me. Well, yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's
he
currently
literally is.
holding up the camera to this podcast. But look, just to quickly sort of summarize. This podcast is essentially, we want to just voice our opinions on particular topics or subjects that are happening in the world. I will admit we did forget. But I've got orange juice, so it's okay. But we just really want to use this platform or whatever this kind of is to just voice our
Say
opinions
something, really. Yeah.
about particular things that are going on or things that we find funny where we may want to tell a particular story. But essentially it's just to sit down, chuck it on in the background, maybe if you're doing a workout at the gym or if you're just wanting to come in here, come say hello, see what our opinions are on certain things, use them more
Share your
than
own
welcome
opinion.
to share your own opinions. Obviously with the chat, go nuts. But yeah, really, we just want to sit down and talk and just see.
This is the way that you've captured me into your house.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah. I've locked you in.
Yeah, doors closed.
You can't get out.
I'm stuck here for an hour and a half
And
minimum.
Yeah, and you've just got to sit next to
I
me and put up with me.
Yeah,
But
how times have changed.
I am wanting to bring some
Thanks,
type. I do want to bring
Like
some
86.
type of schedule, I guess, back to the stream. For a lot of you guys that may not know, when I was doing YouTube sort of back in the day, when we were doing a little bit of the 2K Borderlands.
Did we stream Borderlands?
We did stream a couple of Borderlands because we did it split screen.
Oh damn.
We streamed some 2K. What
We did
else?
a fair few seasons of that.
Yeah, we did
A
at
little
least
bit of
3.
Formula One.
Yeah, we did a little bit of Formula One, and
That's just an unfair thing for me to play against you though, because you lived on that game, and then, or like at least racing games in general, and I'm
Right.
coming in there like
can't.
no chance.
Just don't verse me at racing games. But for anyone that doesn't know, this is typical Ranger,
Oh yeah.
also known as William. So it might be William half of the time. It might be someone else. It could be other people. It's really just a point of sitting down and, you know what, let's
Aaron locking someone in his room for an hour so he can talk to someone.
Yeah, and forcing them to listen to the shit that I've got to talk about.
Yeah.
So. But no.
And you guys, and getting everyone else's opinion into the limelight.
Yeah, and obviously we do very much want your guys' opinions. Yous are very much just a part of this, is what we are. Try to be respectful to others, but again, at the end of the day, everyone's opinion is their own. Like, take it with a grain of salt. Not everyone's going to agree with you. We probably won't agree on some shit. I might smash this globe through your head.
Good thing it's plastic.
Pick it up.
Oh yeah, that's still hurt though.
Yeah, I feel like your noggin would know about it. And considering the fact that we both got about the same amount of hair on top of our head at the moment, we'd have about the same amount of protection from the big noggin. But anyway, let's start into it. This is Just My Opinion, or In My Opinion podcast, episode 1.
Yeah, you titled it Just My Opinion before.
Do you know what's interesting? The thumbnail for this is Just My Opinion. I think the podcast was called In My Opinion.
Oh, yeah,
I keep seeming to flip between
least you spelled
one
opinion
or
right,
the
that's-
one. And look, I will admit, I kept misspelling opinion every single time I would.
Man's still learning.
But I can honestly say now, with truth and honesty, I can spell opinion. OPINION. Because I've had to spell it
Congratulations.
so many stupid amounts of times. But yes,
Oh.
congratulations, this 30-year-old can now spell, what is it, six-letter word? OPINIO. And do you know what I love about the fact that I'm praising myself right here, right now, because of the fact that I could spell opinion, but just used my fingers to count a 7-lettered word.
Yeah, you said 6 though, and I was honestly, I had to double think that too.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was 6 or 7. I was just taking a shot in the dark, and I was really just hoping that I was going to be either A, close enough to not look like an idiot, or B, hey, I just happened to snag that answer.
I can count letters.
But, yes.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that one of the major benefits of the podcast has already been my spelling ability, so that's absolutely fantastic.
So as a whole, we can tick off the whole day as a win, really.
I got the piece of paper here. Let me just go spelling. What was the word again?
I was gonna say spelling opinion.
Opinion. Yeah. Jeez, no wonder I couldn't remember how to spell it. Spelling opinion. Checked.
Done.
That's a good start.
Stream over.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
See ya. Just leaving.
Yeah.
But no, look, we're going to start off with, again, we're going to talk about a little bit and everything, and that's why we have no problem with you guys throwing any subjects.
I'd like to talk about what they want to talk about too.
Yeah, like,
Honestly.
it's honestly an open floor. But we're going to start off with, in somewhere interesting, in the worldwide
The recent F1
Formula
drama.
One. So for anyone that doesn't follow Formula One, we're currently on the mid-season break.
And it's been quite a mid-season break,
It's
really.
it's regarded to
circus.
it's regarded to as the silly season when the off-season or the mid-season break starts.
Because there's no racing, so they got to do something else, fun.
Right.
And Oscar.
So it all
Oh,
essentially
yeah.
started with Sebastian Vettel.
Oh yeah, if you want to get real,
Yeah, Sebastian Vettel says,
I'm done.
"I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
Bye, guys."
retiring." Do you know that so Sebastian Vettel has absolutely no social media. He created, he is the one person who has who has absolutely, it could go all the way.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that.
Look, Sebastian Vettel is one of the only Formula One drivers that is not on social media, literally
good on him, honestly.
in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So his way to actually coming onto social media was his announcement for retirement on Instagram. Yeah.
What, is it just one post?
Yeah, I don't know if it's one post or if he's done post after it, but essentially he joined Instagram, and when he created an Instagram account and got verified before he did the video, everyone was already saying,
They already knew who
what's
he was.
going on here? Because
Oh, he's done 2 posts. Yeah.
What's his second post? So he's got his retirement video.
What is this?
That's his retirement video. It could maybe just
It's
be
another black and white one.
It could-
Oh no, it's the same video,
just
just in a
shorter.
different language.
Oh, German? Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's
just in
done a
German.
retirement one in German, and he's done a retirement
He's
one
done 2
in English.
videos, 2.1 million followers, and has done nothing else, and that's it.
So essentially, Seb joins Instagram, and he puts up his video that he is going to be retiring. So therefore, that leaves a seat available at Aston Martin.
That's a pretty decent seat.
Now-
Well, it's not the best, but
Yeah,
Stroll's there, but like,
I don't even know Aston Martin's doing this.
yeah.
Now,
It's a comfortable seat.
I don't know if you've ever heard of a driver by the names of Fernando Alonso.
I think I'd be pretty shocked if no one has heard of it, really.
Two-time world champion, was currently driving for the Alpine team.
He is an amazing driver.
Yeah, considering he's like 41.
Yeah.
He's-
He just knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's just got the dodge. So he was driving for a team called Alpine, and absolutely out of nowhere, in no communication to his team Alpine, he announced he was joining Aston Martin, taking Sebastian
done.
Vettel's seat. Yeah, which now Fernando,
It's a bit of a stir up. Really.
Fernando's been with a few teams. He gets around a little bit, but you would think at that point you would inform your team if you're leaving, but I guess that's just
I
not.
think it's at that point, who cares? Or he doesn't care. He has a spot. He's going to the spot, and he'll just leave the other team.
It's the Fernando style. So
If he can, he will.
Fernando left Alpine and has now joined Aston Martin, which now means that there is a seat available at Alpine, obviously. So Alpine have
And
a
they have
young
a reserve driver.
Australian
They're just
Aussie.
like, up you go.
Well, that would make sense.
And he
You
was-
would go, well, you're our reserve driver. We'll promote you up to the top seat.
And he was the F2 champion.
F2 champion, F3 champion,
Well, he
and
worked his way
technically, like he's
Well, we were shocked that he didn't get in the beginning of the season.
yeah, he really should have been in F1 this year, but
Yeah.
because of certain contractual things, he didn't end up making it in. But anyway,
Well, we got Zhao instead.
So we got-
Zhou.
yeah, well, Zhou technically finished second in F2 last year.
And yeah, he slipped in.
So now we've got Alpine go, all right,
Yeah, but they put out a post.
Oscar Piastri will be
our driver. We have a spot. We have a driver. Just 1+1 done.
right? Oscar 2023 Alpine, a perfect match.
Yeah.
You'd think so.
Oscar
Until
Oscar
Oscar
did
lobbed up a post saying, "I will not be driving for Alpine."
He did
I-
say like they didn't contact him.
no,
They
so
didn't say anything. They just put that post out saying Oscar's a driver now. So it's like
Oscar is a contracted driver. We're putting him up. No.
yeah,
So Oscar
he was having
goes,
a bar of it.
"No, I will not be driving for Alpine in 2023."
Like what do you mean?
And now there's this massive
Why not?
contractual thing because through the whispers of whose contracts are actually where and verified with the FIA, it is saying that Oscar is supposed to be at McLaren. He's contracted with McLaren.
Yeah, he did a sneaky little undertable contract to McLaren.
Daniel is still contracted at McLaren. So it's either kick Daniel out and pay him out I think he still gets at least maybe like 8-9 million a year.
Yeah, you get a couple bit of money out.
He can probably go and drive for McLaren in a different motorsport, but he's probably not going to do it, so he's going to need to get a payout.
Surely he comes back to Australia. For
But then,
the
like,
Oaks.
if Oscar goes to McLaren, does Daniel go back to Alpine?
I've seen posts saying that Alpine will happily take Daniel back.
Well, he did get them a couple of podiums and that, but then
But Daniel hasn't been doing too well this year.
Daniel hasn't
It's
really
like-
done well since he left Red Bull. Okay.
Yeah.
When he joined Renault, they were a bit of a midfield team and they were doing okay, and he got a couple of podiums in a couple of years with them. But like, honestly, since he left Red Bull,
Yeah, it's all been downhill from there.
it's really
Especially like going into McLaren and comparing him up against Norris, who's like an
Lando-
exceptional
do you know what's insane
young
though?
driver.
Lando is in his 4th year of Formula 1 this year.
How long's Daniel? Wait, really?
That's the thing that so many people seem
He's
to have
not. He's
forgotten.
not a young boy no more.
Yeah, exactly. Lando has been in Formula 1 now. This is his 4th year.
Wow.
He's definitely been around the block a bit. If I'm not mistaken, Daniel has now been in Formula 1 for about 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he came into Toro Rosso, or actually, if I'm not mistaken, he joined HRT as his first F1 because there used to be like 16 teams, not just 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there used to be teams that didn't actually make qualifying. Like you had to do certain things to even be eligible to go for qualifying, or like you
How
wouldn't
the
even qualify.
times have changed.
Yes, no kidding. Do you like the sprint races?
I like them.
I
Because
like
it
them
gives
for
you
the
something
fact-
to watch on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that you get your Friday night qualifying, you get your Saturday
We got a-
little dinger race, and some of the races have been pretty decent. Like they haven't been. Like
Nah,
Lewis
they're
Hamilton.
intense.
Lewis Hamilton
I reckon
in
they're-
Brazil.
Can be better than the main race, because they're not dragged out. Like they're there racing non-stop as hard as they can. They're not like there's no real strategy besides just like race hard.
And I'm not totally against the F1 races being that little bit shorter because the first stint or the first 20 laps is just tyre preservation to then everything else. So if you take off sort of 20 laps, it does
Yeah.
become a little bit more of like a sprint and a mini enduro, I guess, where hopefully it's a little bit more entertaining. Well, again, I just like the fact that on Friday it's qualifying. Because normally on F1 you get FP1 and FP2 on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
Saturday-
no one really cares about practice. Like
No.
nothing's really gonna happen.
Not unless you're an absolute die-hard Formula 1 fan.
Yeah.
And like we're pretty decent fans.
I wouldn't.
I would say I'm
I'd say
obviously
I've caught myself watching a couple practices just because I've wanted something to see. But
just curious to see sort of where
yeah,
everybody's...
I don't say I'd go out of the way to watch a practice.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly just development and learning and figuring out, what the car's always got to do. F1 lacks overtakes.
They've changed a fair bit about that now. Though.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong. They have definitely improved the regulations so that the cars can race closer. But the biggest thing is...
Because there's less dirty air now.
it's the race director. Like, the race director doesn't show the audience the amount of overtakes that are actually happening.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly,
yeah, there's a couple of races that have been like they're just watching like
Yeah.
Hamilton or they're watching the leader and nothing's happening there, and you see
like
the scoreboard on the side going like,
like even something else I've spotted, like there could be like if it's Q2, right? If Carlos Sainz or Charles Leclerc are starting their lap, they will watch them from the very, very start of the lap. There could be people finishing.
I don't care about that.
I would rather see me. I would rather miss potentially the first quarter of a top runner's lap, so I could see what the other guys were doing when they were crossing the line.
Yeah. I don't know,
Could you
depends
miss
if-
something like someone spinning out or something?
Depends if they were running in. Oh yeah, if they're spinning out, I would rather watch people spin out because that's going to cause a yellow flag.
Actually, I think what I'm more like, I think what I'm more referring to is not so much that actually. It's more when if one of the Ferraris or the Red Bulls is on a cooldown lap.
Oh yeah.
And they're still watching that guy on the cooldown
They
lap
probably
when
have-
other people are
Yeah.
like that's.
But if other people aren't running faster laps or like are like compared to themselves as well, if they're just running bloody yellows or something like that, like they're just running a horrid lap, they're going to switch from a cool car to just dude.
Do you know? What? I don't understand why, like, because you know how you've got your tree
Mm.
of all the positions, and every now and then it'll just pop up the first person in the car view camera.
Oh, that's such a good camera.
Almost at any point, one other car is within 1
It
second.
Yeah, it honestly should
If
be
a
a
car-
constant. If it's within a second, it should be
If
a constant.
a car has DRS, right, and they click their DRS,
oh,
that should
turn the
open
camera on.
automatically.
That should turn the camera. DRS is camera activation.
like imagine.
That'd be bliss because
'Cause
then
if
you
you're
would capture every single overtake.
Hopefully, and now not all overtakes are in DRS, but at
A
least
large majority of them are.
see, like I don't mind seeing that little small screen if there's big stuff going on.
Yeah.
Because then at least you still.
Because it's not even like regardless, the scoreboard's there. It's not cutting more out. It's
Yeah.
giving you more to see.
Now, don't get me wrong. We came into Formula One through Drive to Survive. I do think
I haven't watched any since like the
so
second season.
many fans have come from Drive to Survive.
A lot of people have come from that, really.
So Formula One is the fastest multimedia sport in growth. Like Formula One YouTube, Twitter, and all of that is growing like faster than almost every other major sport combined.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you at all here.
What I'm more saying is like what it brings with that in
There's a lot of power.
toxicity and
Yeah, and they've touched on that.
complaining and like
We didn't finalize the Daniel and Oscar.
well we were more just talking about essentially what had happened
Yeah.
and how we got into essentially we don't know what's going to happen because we've
I
got
reckon they're gonna switch.
Daniel in the wings or
I reckon they'll switch.
I reckon Oscar
Daniel-
Piastri will
Daniel
be at
Oscar will
McLaren in
switch seats.
2023 and
Daniel will either go back to Alpine or he'll leave Formula One. But then I don't think he'll leave Formula One. So I reckon they would just switch seats.
well, he does say he desperately wants to have a world championship.
They'll switch seats.
We'll see, I guess.
That's my bet. That's my opinion.
But like coming on to the new Formula One fans,
Yeah.
like so I heard this story the other day about two fans that were saying they were getting abused and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they got to go backstage to see Mercedes and Aston Martin and stuff.
Didn't they do that?
And there was like that was
at a separate race as well.
yeah. So they
Yeah.
did that at the Red Bull Ring. The week before at Silverstone, they tried to do the same thing. They did do the same thing, and they got back passes as well. So like I do know like everyone was absolutely blasting and slamming these people because they were like all the fans because they were being racist and stuff. But like when you've got fans going out of their way to lie about being abused and shit,
Yeah. Who's the real bad guys at that point?
that's
Honestly, I think they become worse than the people that were abusing them.
well yeah.
For-
I mean
for taking advantage of the Formula One's goodwill in giving them backstage passes and stuff like that. If they lied about it, it's
see because I feel like all it's gonna do is
make
just
more people lie.
that, and then it's gonna make people cry wolf.
Yeah.
More to the fact of that when it does actually happen.
They're like, get the hell out of here.
No one's going to believe them, and obviously, it's crazy how like one particular or pair of people can be like so crazily selfish. But I mean, I guess that's the modern world, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's about everything now.
Is there anything more on Formula One?
There's
There's not much else happening. We're in the silly season at the
we are.
moment.
We're in the mid-season break. We're in the silly
Not
season.
too sure where people are going to go.
Max,
Vettel's out. Oh,
I think, has
Yeah.
wrapped this championship up.
Yeah.
Now, so they've raced 11 races so far, I believe, and there's 9 to go, or 10 to go.
so unless he DNFs a couple of them, we might have some competition.
I saw so Max could finish second at every single race for the
Oh,
rest of the
really?
year, and Charles could win at every single race for the rest of the year, and Max will still win the
But-
championship.
Charles, being at Ferrari, he won't win. Either the car will break, or Ferrari will pit him when he's overtaking.
I genuinely, I can't get my head around
Yeah.
it. Like 4 or 5 years ago, there was always this running joke that Ferrari could not do a strategy, and they always shoot themselves in the foot.
And they're still doing it.
How are we 5 years down the track and Ferrari are literally still not?
Was Bonotto still the guy then?
No, Ferrari have gone through about 3 managing directors in the
Oh.
last 5 years
Yeah,
in their role, and Bonotto was the one that sort of came in and said he would steady the ship and he would be able to be the one that makes it all work and everything. But
There has to be.
and
a
he
third
actually
party
came
in
out and
that.
said a statement the other day that he hasn't seen any major problems with what's happened in the
Everything's fine.
right? Like he did. He said that they're not going to be changing too much, sort of going into next year because.
What do you mean? What do you mean, buddy? Like, clearly things aren't working out.
Think about this, right? In round 1 of the Formula One, Ferrari got a 1-2 with a Max getting a DNF.
Mm.
And then I think in the second round, Max won, Charles got second, so it was like...
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
but
yeah, no, you're like
Ferrari
at
was
the
so
beginning-
far in
At the
front.
beginning, it was all. I was really happy for Ferrari to be up there because I really wanted some diversity. Because it was like last year, it was all Mercedes.
well, I mean, Mercedes for the constructors, but obviously...
Yeah, Max getting up in there, but like it took a while to take Mercedes off their throne, and now that we changed to new cars, I was like, yes,
They're...
Ferrari. Yeah, they're coming back.
They are.
Yeah.
And I've said
Yeah.
this since the start of the year. If Mercedes in any way, shape or form are in a sniff, that
Yeah.
car is... Mercedes are such a well-polished organisation.
Yeah,
You don't
it's-
be an 8-time...
It's because they're testing things on
Do you know
Lewis's car.
Do you know, so the biggest thing about the Mercedes is that, so you know how I explained to you how the front propeller of the turbo is on the front of the engine and the rear propeller is on the rear of the engine?
Yeah, it's all one big piece.
So one big thing about that, and you might hear the commentators talking about it a little bit when they're talking about it, is the side pods
Yeah.
of the Mercedes. Because they don't have to have that turbo, their piping for their manifolds are way, way, way more squeezed in. So if you actually look at like a Ferrari and you look at a Mercedes, right, the side pods on a Mercedes is way, way narrower. But because of that as well, there's something to do with the ground that they're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because it's not as big of a surface area and no one else has got anything even like it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they have their own problems, but they have the facilities to sort it out.
But I do generally think that Mercedes will
They'll come
at
back.
least finish. I think Mercedes will get Ferrari. I think
Oh yeah, Ferrari.
Ferrari has great
Ferrari's
one lap
like-
pace.
Yeah.
But apart from one lap, strategy,
And a pretty red car.
yeah, like
That's about it.
like
They don't have strategy.
how can you be like the prancing horse's pinnacle of
Yeah. and
like
the-
you are as synonymous with Formula One, like the Ferrari and Formula One, are, like they just go together. But yeah,
What's thoughts on Mick? What about Mick?
Mick
Has he done
Schumacher.
anything recently?
Okay, so Mick last year didn't score any points, had a lot of DNFs.
He's
Mick this year, first half of the season,
He did alright.
he's only out-qualified Kevin Magnussen twice, but he has finished above Kevin Magnussen more times because Kevin Magnussen has 4 DNFs. Because Kev, you know, Kev,
Yeah,
yeah.
And he's in a Haas.
But the Haas is a Ferrari.
Yeah, that's not good though.
No, but
that's not good.
But the Ferrari is quick.
But the Ferrari is unreliable.
Yeah.
Like,
But look, you know, so Mick has scored points. I don't think he scored points in the last race, but he scored points in the 2 races before that because he got his first ever points in Formula One.
yeah. He's getting
Now,
it.
for me, everything I've always known about Mick Schumacher is
Praise the kid.
when he went into Formula 3, his first year was a bit rocky. Second year, he won the championship. When he went into Formula 2, his first year was a bit rocky. Second year, he won the championship.
This isn't his first
This
year.
is his second year, and now he's gotten his first points and stuff.
I don't see him winning the championship.
So,
though.
no, he's never going to win the championship, but like he is building towards something. But
Yeah.
the thing is that Haas may be running out of patience with him. Or they at least were running out of patience with him.
Before he scored points.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing as well. So, Mick is a Ferrari Academy driver.
Yeah. Oh, so he could
He has that seat because of Ferrari. Because Haas have Ferrari engines. So
Haas kick Ferrari driver out, lose Ferrari motors.
and so here's the thing. If he's
Yeah.
not Haas, he's got to go to Alpha. Because Alpha also has the same
Yeah.
sort of setup. And if he's not at Alpha, he's at Ferrari.
Yeah.
Carlos has had a bit of a rocky season. But he's definitely not taken Charles. And if I'm not mistaken, both those two Ferrari boys are contracted for like next at least 3 years.
Yeah, they're pretty set. They're just unlucky.
I
with
think
what's happening to them.
Mick will be okay.
Hmm.
I think he will score points again.
So Mick won't win this championship as he's through his track record of one rocky year to one win.
Hang on. Mick
Won't win.
won't
Predictions.
win championship. We should just start sticking them up there. Some NBA predictions,
Yeah.
Formula 1 predictions.
Mick won't win.
Mick won't win championship.
Oh man, if he actually did. Nah.
No, but like,
Um,
but then who's the best of the rest? Who?
are we going from 10th down?
If
or
you could pick a Formula 1 dream team,
from the rest,
so you're not allowed to pick a world champion.
I'm biased towards my boy Perez.
Yeah, okay, so that's fair. So here's the rule. Give me the three best drivers in Formula 1 right now that have not won a world championship. Your current world champions are Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen,
Vettel's not a racer anymore.
and
He's retired. Can't pick him anymore. Regardless.
Lewis Hamilton. Fernando, Max, Lewis. There's 5 of them. Max, Lewis, Fernando, Sebastian.
I can't help you.
No, there must only be 4 of them.
Well, I'll go Perez.
Fernando. Yeah, there is. There's only 4 of them. Because Jensen
And Daniel hasn't won, has he?
Daniel has... No, he's only got 8 race wins.
No, it's not really a dream. Oh, I guess a dream team. Daniel and Perez. My Mexican Australian.
You'd really get Daniel.
Because he's Australian.
You could have Charles. You could have Carlos.
Yeah.
You could have... Shit, Nikita Mazepin. How bad does it feel
I
for
want
him?
Lance Stroll. That's who I want.
Well,
Give
with
me-
Lance Stroll comes all the money.
True. Yeah.
Do you think Norris will win a championship at McLaren, or should he leave for a better chance?
I don't know where else they'd be able to go though.
No, Lando Norris will never win a championship at McLaren because McLaren will not be in Formula 1 in the next 3 years.
What's that?
My boys are coming in.
Oh, Audi.
Audi.
Yeah, okay, taking that spot.
But so that's the thing. That everyone says that apparently Audi's supposed to be. But before we get onto that, we'll get onto the Audi and the Porsche stuff in a second. Let's Lando Norris. He's in his 4th year of Formula 1. He's already got a podium.
A podium. He's got a
No,
couple.
because he got 2nd at Monza behind Daniel Ricciardo. He got 3rd at the Red Bull Ring behind Lewis Hamilton when Lewis Hamilton had the 5-second time penalty and he had to sneak it. I think Lando is good. I do think he is a very good driver. You know, like even
I
a
don't
couple of
think-
times last
I
year,
can
he
say
almost
I
put it on
don't
the
think-
front. If I'm not, I think Hungary last year, he put that car on the front row. That was the race where George and Valtteri smashed into each other down the straight. He put that car on the front row, but he had his
Hey.
lap time deleted. So he's a hell of a driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea why I'm here, but you guys seem cool. Have a good night. What's going on, Michael? We're pretty much just talking about Formula 1 or anything really. But
Yeah, well, at the moment we've been discussing every single topic
Yeah.
of Formula 1. But yeah, we're just covering everything that we want to we want to talk
See,
about
so
and what you want to talk
I
about.
think we are definitely at this point of seeing a transition in Formula One from the current generation to the next generation, like
Of
Max,
drivers?
Charles, Lando, George,
Wait, how old's Charles?
same age. They're all the same age. Like,
Oh, yeah,
So
okay.
there's videos online of
Them like go-karting together?
and having yeah. So like, so we got okay. Let's pull the crop of say 5 drivers of the next
No, you got to pick your dream team from.
Oh, if
from
I was to pick,
champions
honestly, if I
from
was
non-champions.
non-champions, 2 best drivers that I could put into a car.
Yeah.
Um,
I've never. Oh, we're not just talking F1, so just hold time. We'll go to a different topic.
it's just literally the first topic we've started on. We've been talking about Formula One for half an hour.
20 minutes.
Yeah, because we were talking about nothing at the start.
Yeah.
It was literally us just clapping our ass cheeks on camera. Go back.
Yeah,
It's
you're gonna have to
impressive.
rewind and see that.
It's impressive. My two best drivers. See,
Yeah, see, and you dissed me for my little struggle, but I'm holding tight.
George Russell and Lando Norris. Youth. Both
Yeah,
of those boys are
fair,
quick.
fair.
You put I
I don't know why I'm not liking.
So-
I'm not liking George anymore.
because he kept.
Yeah, because he.
Shut up,
Yeah.
George! Shut up!
Just because Lewis was able to complain to Mercedes doesn't mean you can complain.
George puts his car in literally the way. Oh, he's turned into like.
Yeah.
I don't mind some Formula One drivers complaining a little bit, but like all of them are going to complain at some point. But
But he
God,
just kept complaining.
he really let his pomminess come out then, eh? Like, and I do feel like
Didn't they tell him to shut up?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I do feel like the mindset towards George has gone from like, yeah, he's been doing Williams, but like even things like he's been coming out and saying in the media, like he spent a year too long at Williams, but Williams was so smart at their contracts that he couldn't get out of it. So,
I can't say I'm keen on the next COD. I don't think I've had it since. I think I bought the Modern Warfare remake. That's the last one I've bought.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. We'll have to
And
talk
I don't,
about
Billy, I don't know soccer. I can't talk about that.
English Premier League. You wouldn't know anything at all about the English Premier League.
Manchester's a team.
Which team? There's 2.
United.
Okay, what's the other one?
City.
Hey!
Yeah. Damn.
Can you name the team I support in the EPL?
Oh, it's isn't it Wolves? Yeah.
What is the one piece of thing I do not have here at all?
I was honestly looking around to see if you had one.
No, I do. I need to get something Wolverhampton Wanderers. So yeah, the next crop of Formula One drivers
The newbies, the youngins.
being George, Lando.
I like Norris.
Would you put like a Esteban Ocon or Pierre Gasly there? Because they all raced each other again as kids.
Gasly?
He's done terrible this year.
I was going to talk
Compared
about
to
last year.
No, last
Yeah,
year.
last year
he
did
was
good.
all over it. This year he's, and like again, it doesn't make sense because the Red Bull's quick.
Yeah, but he's not in a Red Bull.
He's in the sister team.
He's
They
in
get
the baby team.
yeah, but they get essentially everything that's development of the Red Bull to
Yeah.
what it is going to be.
Yeah, fair call. But yeah, no, I definitely think. Well, Vettel retired.
Well, there's one of them.
Yeah.
That's 4 world championships gone.
Yeah, like it will be the next generation coming because it has to be. Like, there's not enough seats for new guys to come in, as we already experienced with Oscar not getting in after winning F2. Like, no, winning like getting the championship from F2. Like, we do need more seats. Older drivers need to leave, or get more cars on the track. Something's got to happen.
Who do you think's at most risk of losing their seat? I think it's Latifi.
I haven't really seen him do much good at all.
He hasn't done anything at all. Like, if I'm not mistaken, he has still yet to score a point in Formula One.
What?
His best finish is 11th. I swear.
Really?
Yeah.
Latifi?
Yeah, I don't think he's scored a point in Formula One. Unless he scored one this year.
I feel like
'Cause
I feel like he scored a cheeky point.
Well, like, I know Alexander Albon in Australia round 1, I think this year. He only pitted on the last lap. And they got 10th,
I
1
love
point.
that. I love the fact that they did that.
Williams have, I think, 3 points this year. Maybe the other 2 might have come from Alex, or they might have come from the GOAT.
No, Latifi's got points.
How many this year?
7.
7 points this year.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, 2021. Sorry, that's last year.
How did Nicholas Latifi get 7 points last year for Williams?
I don't know. He did something good.
I'm more confused than anything here. Watching Sonoda, I see potential, but he just needs consistency. Yeah. I think the biggest thing I've seen in Sonoda since he came into Formula One.
Yeah, you're right. That is a whole bunch of zeros.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, Latifi's done nothing. He might... Oh, well.
Well, so the thing he brings to Williams,
He's
though,
not holding that high of a privileged seat either.
Yeah, but he brings money.
Is he
Safina, the...
Oh.
No. It was Haas that was sponsored by the Russians, Ukrali.
No, I was thinking Stroll.
But no, Safina, the naming sponsor on the DRS zone, that's his sponsor that he's brought in, which is, again, I think it's like the biggest sponsor for the team.
Yeah, okay.
Sonoda's good. I think the biggest thing I think I've seen the difference in Sonoda has been... Remember when he started the season and every time he got on the radio, he was swearing? And like all of his radio messages were just fully bleeped out. And now he's like a lot more level-headed.
Yeah.
I mean...
Someone must have had a word to him.
He is... Yeah, see, it's really, really tricky to judge probably like the bottom 7.
Well.
I'd be sort of putting... Who is actually the worst driver in Formula 1
Kevin.
that you can name
Kevin Magnussen.
in all of Formula 1?
Oh, that's...
No, I have a name, and if anyone... This is probably like one of the more universal names that...
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't think of a name.
You couldn't name anyone.
Nah, that is...
Not even Maldonado. Pascal Maldonado.
What?
Mr. Crash. That's the worst Formula 1 driver ever.
Oh, poor guy.
He just crashes. That's his whole plan, his whole strategy. Just go along
Just
and
crash
crash.
into other people?
Yeah. Just get in and crash. Well, I mean,
Yeah. What a menace.
if you don't have the pace, then you don't,
He's doing pit maneuvers and stuff like that. He's playing Demolition Derby instead of Formula 1. He's in the wrong field.
Alrighty. In
Let's
saying
move.
that, I do want to change the subject just for a second into something that I didn't think we were really going to talk about, but I do feel like it is something that I would like to talk about, just to more know from your experience from it, because I have a big part of it of my life. Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
What's the first COD you actually played?
Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're, what, 7 years younger than me?
6.
6, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Black Ops 1. It was great. It was pinnacle. Black Ops 1 and...
Online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, the zombies on that, insane. I can't remember, because I didn't have Modern Warfare 2 for a while. So I must have gone from, like, Black Ops 1... and maybe Black Ops 2 and then, like, Modern Warfare 3. Because Modern Warfare 2 was sort of like... I knew it existed, but I never owned it myself.
Yeah, same.
For a while.
Even me, that Modern Warfare 2, and it's quite disheartening because everyone seems to go on about...
No, don't get me wrong. Like, that time period was only during the release. Like, once I passed Modern Warfare 3, I went out of my way to get Modern Warfare 2 and thoroughly enjoyed it.
So you got the full MW2 experience?
Yeah, I've played through it now. Because I played it on PC and on console. PC was crazy because you'd have modded servers, so you'd go on and it'd be snipers only.
Yeah.
And you would spawn in with it'd be everyone have the same set classes of snipers because it'll be modded. It was insane. And then I could rate one for a while, but yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 are the 2 Call of Duties I missed the most. They were the 2
Have you played them?
I have.
Okay.
I've never
They're probably the 2 that I played the most.
Like for me at that time in my life, like I didn't have internet. So I used to take my Xbox and go over to my brother's house and I'd just have a TV staying there all the time, and then I would connect to his internet so then I could play online with him. But otherwise, like just didn't have easy access to all that sort of stuff.
Didn't have internet.
Like I've played every single Call of Duty up to I've not played Vanguard.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's the most recent
Well,
one.
let's get the list of Call of Duties out.
Yeah.
Um,
Major list.
because there will be some that I don't even know exist anymore.
Well, if I was to go through it, and I'm gonna
I don't think I played Black Ops 3.
Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghosts.
Oh, did you play Global Ops?
No, I didn't do any of the Global Ops ones or anything. I only ever just did like some of the major ones.
Call of Duty 2.
I will admit,
Call of
Black
Duty
Ops
4.
3 and
I played COD 4 a lot.
the original,
Yeah.
like when they first went modern.
Call of Duty 4, the original one.
Yeah, Modern
Yeah.
Warfare.
Yeah.
Well, that was the game changer. That's like
I
that's-
played that after like Black Ops 1 and whatnot though. So it was like I sort of went. That's when I went back to Modern Warfare 2 and then back to Modern Warfare 1, because those were like the pinnacle sniping games. Because you know me, like absolute amazing quick scoper, trick shotter, godlike man. You know the list goes on.
I just want to finish. So after Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, World War 2, Modern Warfare, Vanguard. I think that is the entire list of all the Call of Duty games.
Warzone
Warzone's...
counts as a game apparently.
It's not like a released title.
Yeah.
How was my list though? What's the list?
There's a lot more because I think this
They-
is listing like DLCs
Switch.
as well.
They would have the Switch.
Oh
the,
god, yeah.
Every single variation. So I only deem it or class it as what would be like a major
I
release.
I remember playing Zombies on the Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
Like
I
that
can't-
that is an incredibly difficult game to play.
Yeah.
But thoroughly. I think I like highest round maybe like 6. Like it was actually a struggle.
I don't think. I've never played a Call of Duty on a Wii or anything. It's always been.
Yeah, I had a friend that lived
So
a little bit
it's
down the
weird
road.
though, like, I started all of my Call of Duty on a PC.
Really?
Hmm?
I started.
Well,
on
that's all
console.
it was. Like on Call of Duty and Call of
Yeah.
Duty 2, they
Yeah.
weren't on consoles. They wasn't big enough.
So the list: Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty World at War, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Black Ops. Oh, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I went Black Ops then Modern Warfare 3. I didn't go Black Ops 2.
Because Black Ops 2 came after.
Yeah, Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3 was me for a very long time because I remember Modern Warfare 3, there was like a little glitch with the coins where if you spent, I can't remember how you did it, if you spent like too much, you would have negative coins and then you could buy everything you ever wanted. So
Yeah.
I think I probably still have it on my account now, like 30 days of
Yeah.
double XP.
Yeah, because you get double XP,
And
permanent
double weapon
unlock.
XP, yeah, all unlocks. You have all the thingies, and it was like, what's the point in me ever prestiging after 6?
Yeah, so like, see, because we stayed on MW3 for quite a long time as well. Actually, it took us quite a
But
bit.
did you get that too though?
Yeah, because it was called Call of Duty Elite. Did you ever do like the clan battles?
No.
No, yeah, okay. So they used to have a separate app to COD that was called Call of Duty Elite, and they would give you challenges, and you'd have to go and you'd get a squad of yous, and you'd have to play those particular public matches to get score, and you'd actually be versing other people who were trying to play public matches.
Oh yeah.
It was called Call of Duty Elite. It went on to being called Clan Wars or something in Ghosts or something, but it was
That seems pretty
you
cool,
just
though.
played pubs, you just played normal games.
Yeah.
But if you lost the pub, then you wouldn't get that score towards your league score in the event, and the event would go for say like 8 hours or something.
Jesus.
But like if you got gold or something, then you could get those types of things and stuff if you placed that well. And
What,
like
the points?
yeah, and so like you know how you used to come across people who used to have clan tags, and some of them were yellow and some of them were red.
Oh. I can't tell you if I remember.
Anyone that had
much,
a
though.
red clan tag had built their clan past level 10
Yeah.
in those. And that's the only way you could ever get the red clan tag. And that's how you could tell someone with a reddy or a yellowy, like...
Yeah, actually have.
Yeah, and like you could always just join a red clan or whatever, but... No, like, and I guess...
You just type it in your
And I
contact.
do wonder if... Like, I mean, like, I haven't played... Like, honestly, the last Call of Duty I played is Black Ops 3. And, like, even now, if I fire up a Call of Duty,
No, I
It's-
guess Black Ops 3 would have
but if I'm playing with Adam or something, it's Black Ops 3. Like even now,
because it has all the older like zombies maps and stuff.
and they're remastered. And
Yeah.
like Black Ops 3 for me, like I spent 2 years of my life on YouTube on it because when the new game came out, I didn't go over. I just went back to the old game and stayed on that for another year.
Yeah,
But
is what it is. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. They'll keep pumping out
It's
the
been-
same game every year.
it's been around since 2002.
3
Yeah.
for Call of Duty. Yeah, crazy.
So
And-
that's
and nothing has changed.
it's a 20-year-old game.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to get some type of franchise fatigue.
Oh, Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah, they've got it on
Hmm.
everything. Like, absolutely, how have they not put it out everywhere?
I don't think we might play zombies, but
There, look. Sometimes we may do some gaming or stuff.
yeah.
We don't really do a lot of gaming.
No,
Like, it's
I
just.
haven't played a game in a while.
I will like my son at the moment is starting to play Black Ops 3 multiplayer.
He's starting to get. I was gonna say good, decent.
He's
He's starting to click the buttons.
he's still being introduced to first person shooters, I guess.
Hmm.
And now, like, I've just introduced him to, okay, here's first-person shooters, this is zombies, this is the basics of COD, and now we're at a
Yeah.
stage where, like, okay, so you can run on that wall,
Oh
you
yeah.
can boost over here, you can, so we're now at the stage where he's learning a little bit more, because in multiplayer, obviously, they move a little bit differently to zombies, so you got a little bit more
faster.
snappy, faster, you got to be a bit more, so he's at that stage. I do see me at some point doing a live stream with
1v1 him and just obliterate him.
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never lost a 1v1 in my entire life. In Call of Duty.
Okay. Write that one down.
No, I'm legit.
Write that one down. I think that was
That's
one of the few things I remember when we first met. This was probably back when like you were still heavy into YouTube. You said that. I was like, I'll 1v1 you.
You definitely never would have.
No, I never have.
Well, you think you can take the record by...
I think
You
I
think-
can.
You think you could give me my first L. And look, to
I
be
can
honest,
try.
it is a bit of a reason I think I stopped doing
So
1v1s.
you don't lose.
Yeah,
because I'm 1 for 0, 100% win rate, undefeated.
I said that to you when I got my first free throws in basketball.
Yeah,
My first two free throws, I said,
100%.
I'm 100%, I'm never taking a free throw in basketball again.
And now it's like 60,
I missed
60, 70%.
5 free throws last week. I've never not hit one of my free
Oh,
throws, and I missed
boy.
5 of them, William.
That's alright though.
No, Adam definitely probably couldn't get me. Like, I don't play Call of Duty anymore.
I think Adam could probably lose to bots too.
No, so when he plays Black Ops 2, he's at the point where he's starting to verse the bots at Hardened. Black Ops 1, he's still sort of versing them at Recruit because he's more learning the mechanics of the movement.
Yeah, those bots are like aim bots though.
Yeah, and
Like they're insane.
and yeah, the newer Call of Duties you get, the bots get a lot more aim body.
Mm. No, like I remember versing bots on Black Ops 1, and you'd watch your kill cam, and like you're coming around the wall, and they're just like,
Yeah, or like if you're versing one of them on Veteran, and you walk
Yeah.
behind them on the other side of the map, and they just turn around and snap onto your head, and you're just like,
excuse me, mate.
like, okay, like I get these guys are meant to be hard, but can we have this being like some
Can I have this like actually doable?
a little bit of realism to it? Yeah, like a real person. But
Oh no, that is a real person though.
oh
Yeah. He's just playing on PC.
yeah, yeah, with aim assist on the PC.
Yeah.
Well, I've always heard that PC players don't want aim assist. Because like we get it on console.
Yeah, no. Because with mouse and keyboard, you're a little bit more precise with where you can actually aim.
Do you think a mouse and keyboard is a bigger advantage in a first-person shooter than the sticks?
If you didn't have aimbot on the sticks, yes. Or aim assist.
I was gonna say we don't get aimbot. We get a little bit of help. It's not that. It's
Yeah.
not that excessive, but yeah, I guess because it's been so long since I've gamed on a computer to know how easy it is. Like a lot of people, like when I did do Call of Duty, would say to me, do mouse and keyboard, but
It's very different.
It's
And like even like I because I used to play, I was on remote controller like the whole way through my beginning. It was years before I got a like mouse and keyboard, but it's hard to go back when you get used to it.
yeah.
'Cause your hand placements are completely different.
Well-
you just get used to it. Yeah, easier to control on PC. It's just different.
Well, I guess yeah. When you're pushing something on an angle to how much something moves compared, I would have to. It's been far too long
Years.
since I have done it. But see, the other thing as well is that like when you've got like now obviously keyboard and mouse, you've got access to essentially at least essentially every single finger is accessible.
Yeah, you can even use the side of your hand and stuff like that.
But that now there are things like the Xbox Elite controller, or like a SCUF controller, or you can change your button mapping on your controllers now. So like when I played Call of Duty, like your jump button was normally X, mine was L1 on the controller. So like even though I could jump, slide, crouch, punch, and do everything, my thumbs never left the joystick to go and do something.
So did you play claw with like your finger over the top?
No, normal controller.
Oh yeah,
Let
because
me-
you had jump and stuff like that. You're crazy. Just have a...
Conveniently had a controller here. No, so like when I used to play Call of Duty, my jump button was this,
Yeah.
and then my slide button was this. So
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah, I slid by clicking the joystick in. So like for me, I could jump, slide, I could do
What was your melee?
circle because I changed them, I flipped them.
Yeah, okay.
So then I would run around. I could jump, I could slide, and I could. My thumbs never had to leave the joysticks unless they had to, say, cancel a reload or punch someone, which was pretty
Crouch?
rare for me. Crouch, click, lay down, hold it in, slide, sprint, and click.
What was... Oh, good.
Jump, sprint. So sprint, slide, jump.
Yeah, okay.
So then again, my hands never actually had to leave. And this is the thing I'm saying about console players. Like, this is a standard normal PlayStation 4 controller with button map and change-ins. You get a controller now, like
I remember I'd...
like a SCUF controllers and all. No, I'm just saying, they have two buttons under here as well.
Yeah.
So then obviously you use...
Yeah, all your hand.
Yeah, so...
Bumper jump. Yeah, bumper jump. What a maniac.
Yeah, Bumper Jumper Tactical is what it was actually called.
I'd play claw, which was like this.
Yeah, and you know what?
Your finger would be on these,
Yeah.
and you have your thumb on there and stuff like
If
that.
I'm not mistaken...
That was for trick shotting, so that you could like do everything.
You
at
ever heard of
once.
Scumpy?
No.
So he was, well, back when I used to, he was the captain of Optic Gaming. He plays Double Claw or something.
Oh, yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
then, yeah, I'd be half claw.
Something like that. That. I don't know. But I know...
You're pretty much
I know,
playing it like a keyboard.
Yeah, well, pretty much. May as well just pop that there.
Hmm.
Not going to cover the set anyway, but... Yes, the old...
Topic of games.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Where's GTA 6?
It's just GTA 5.9.
We've had Grand Theft Auto 5
For like...
on 3 generations of consoles.
Yeah.
Can you, for the life of me, tell me any game, anywhere, but it's...
Besides, and it hasn't
it's
even
still
been...
successful.
And it hasn't been remade.
No.
Yeah, it's
Like-
these... It's like
So-
there've been updates and stuff like that, but it's the same game.
So then, say for example, if you could, would have rather have gotten a Modern Warfare 2 with more after game support like DLCs, or would you rather them have an entire new Call of Duty released with essentially those fine tweaks? Because it's a matter of, do you want GTA 6 or do you want all the support that GTA 5 has gotten?
Yeah. Yeah, people don't know what they want, because if they made GTA 6, do they just drop GTA 5?
And like,
Like that's... Because like, I remember seeing a thing...
no
one of-
way.
One of the Halo servers, I think it was like Halo Original or something like that, they dropped the servers because it's so old. I think it was like Halo 3 or something. There's no servers for that game anymore. They might be on PC, but they're definitely not on console. So like, yeah, imagine if they made GTA 6, they bring it out, everyone's playing it, everyone's loving it, and then they're like, okay, GTA 6 is out, GTA 5 is dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, surely, like, because
Same time passes.
how
San Andreas.
how long
San
until
Andreas was probably the best GTA.
how long until like the PS3 servers get turned off, and the Xbox 360 servers get turned off?
Yeah.
Because they can't be that far away. They've been out for friggin' the PS3 and the 360. They've been around since like 07, 09. Like how long until
Yeah.
and then
Surely they can just use the same servers, or they have like a little corridor,
Like
one little server room.
no different to Polytopia. Servers cost money,
servers
and if
cost
there
money.
not enough support towards what the servers are costing, like, because I mean, in saying that, they only turned the PlayStation 2 servers off only a couple of years ago.
Really? They're pretty old though.
Yeah. The same time has passed between GTA San Andreas and the release of GTA 5 as it's gone. Yeah, I actually seen that the other day. And again, like I was saying to Adam,
San Andreas is so old.
I could show Adam like this is the game I played as a kid, and
And
he
this is
could
the
have
game
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, is it because? Why do you think GTA 6 is taking so long? Is it because they focus so much on Red Dead Redemption? Is it because
true.
they're doing the bully game behind the scenes?
I think they don't need to, like, what could they bring out in GTA 6 that would change so much? Because GTA 5 is pretty solid. They still have a consistent consumer base. They're still doing little updates to it. They're still taking care of the game. It works. They don't need a new game.
So it comes back down, I guess, to the core question of:
They should just
are
do
you better off having after game supporting release?
or do you want a new story?
Yeah. Because, like, think about a Halo, right? There have been a couple of Halos where you probably didn't have to release a new Halo. You probably could have maybe, because, again, you just get some new guns. The guns might sound different.
But,
How many
the
games
story.
could have you maybe just had more after?
Do you want to kill GTA 5 for a new GTA story?
But then you think about something like, how many games really can pull that off?
Yeah.
How many games can actually pull off being relative for
Yeah. Support.
12 years?
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to go back and play the same game.
See,
again.
like
GTA
for
4.
example,
GTA 4 still has servers, and I think I've still popped onto that game once or twice. Like it's quite enjoyable still.
I'm not actually against. Yeah, do you know what? Black Ops 3 had 5 DLCs. You had the 4 DLCs, and then the 5th one was the Zombies Chronicles.
Yeah.
So in 1 year, because Call of Duty only has a lifespan of 11 months, honestly, they dropped 5 DLCs for us in Black Ops 3.
Damn, how much did that make the game cost in total?
Think about back then.
Oh yeah, true. It
all
actually
the
would have
micro.
been.
You think about the supply boxes and stuff though.
Oh yeah.
Like that was in the time where that was all legal. All the loot boxes and all the. Like, dude, I didn't even know. Like, I used to make videos of me just opening loot boxes. How dumb.
But it's nice though.
It's nice.
It gives you a little dopamine kick.
But yeah.
See the thing spin.
And like, you know what? I saw the other day. Post Malone has spent over $200,000 or something on Apex Legends. He's like one of the best Apex Legends players. Post Malone, I'm not kidding you. He streams it. He has spent. Oh, it might not be 200,000. He might have 200,000, whatever the little health things they've got. But yeah, Post Malone goes hard on Apex Legends. Yeah.
Wow.
And like he used to play Call of Duty and all that stuff before, but good old
Who'd have known it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Post Malone. Yeah, he's a streamer and all that.
Snoop Dogg's a streamer too.
You know what? There was even something, and I don't mean to be changing the subject to Apex Legends, but I even saw the content creator Nick Merckx actually the other day. He got into the pro circuit, which is. I don't know what that's. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know who that is.
It's irrelevant to literally anything and everything, but it just.
I did play Apex Legends for a little bit. When it came out. It was because that was like when those games were coming out. There was a lot of. What would you even call them? What were the games?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royales. Yeah, like I want to say PUBG started it. I was heavy into that, but it was. It was buggy. It was a very buggy game, but it was fun because you'd get on there, play with a couple friends, you'd be running around in the pre-game lobby, hearing people yelling out China number one, and you'd go into the game and it's fun. And yeah, they brought out a couple different ones. It got to the point where there was too many good players, and I sort of sucked at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they brought out so many more battle royales. I was playing some random one where you had jet skis and stuff like
I
that.
think, honestly, H1Z1 was the starter.
Yeah, Armor 3. Sorry.
And then...
that was the H1Z1. Yeah,
See,
sorry. I want to say PUBG, like...
Is the one that
publicized it.
popularized it.
Yeah.
See, for me, my PUBG experience was on that Xbox. So, like, I would land in on the map.
That would suck.
And I'm like, there's a building here. I can see the foundation. I just got to wait for the rest of the building to load in. So it wasn't a great...
Andrew Tate?
Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
I actually don't. Oh, no, wait.
Wait, don't look him up. Don't look him up. Let me know what you think. So now, again, me personally...
I do. I don't know him.
I've never watched him.
I've never watched him
but
either. I've seen his face.
Through the last couple of days of social media and...
Someone told me literally the other day that there was like a meme coin made about him, and it skyrocketed and then plummeted nearly the next day.
Now again, I've never watched Andrew Tate's videos, but from my gathering of essentially who he is,
he reminds me of Pitbull. Looking at him,
oh,
I don't know. I've not heard him.
You know, back in the day, how we watched Danny and
Danny.
We're not. Oh, you know the guy, I like to get my balls tugged on one by one.
Oh, yeah.
That guy, I believe, is like Andrew Tate. That misogynist, egotistical...
But that's a character.
I don't know. If any of you want to give a brief description of what Andrew Tate is, because you might have a much better understanding. But
give me a quick rundown. You got 200 characters to describe what Andrew Tate is.
But like, if I'm not mistaken, he is like...
So he genuinely is a misogynistic
sort of
man. That's
along those lines. Now again,
to be brought up in this.
I've not watched him, but he definitely comes across... From what I've seen, what I read, and he comes across as that. Yeah, no, everyone's angry at him for something because.
Okay.
I think that's
gonna be good.
There's a podcast called 22 Jumper, and there was someone on it there about something. I can't remember what it was, but it's just this like. I'm trying to think of someone with Kyle.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Pretty much what you guys are saying. Okay, we're on the money.
Yeah.
A Pitbull clone. I'm just looking it up. Apparently he used to be a kickboxer.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, the violent and viral TikTok star who has domestic violence campaigners worrying. From the SBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Seems like a great guy.
Seems like a good old role model.
Yeah.
Wonder how he makes his money.
Existing.
I watched this thing on TikTok yesterday. No, I don't have TikTok. It was on Facebook. Also,
he has good takes. Yeah.
Some of the shit he says is absurd, but he does have some good takes. How about this? Would you be interested in watching us react to him? Because we've never seen him. We could probably go through and find a whole bunch of shit of his.
I've seen his face.
I know what he looks like.
I thought he looked like a mini Pitbull.
What we might do at some point, we'll lob up like an Andrew Tate. Who is Andrew Tate? What is he doing? Why do so many people hate him? And something like
hate him, love him, talk about him.
Something along the lines of that.
I guess he would just be like a brutally honest person, and then probably talk a fair bit of shit too. Brutally honest. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Because again, I mean, I guess like for a lot of people who probably know Andrew Tate, for someone to figure out who he is, or even us, again, if we want to have our opinions, let's have our opinion on sort of Andrew Tate. But again, and this is something that I will introduce into the streams as the technology does get a little bit better. But we are gonna like probably put it on the screen, because I do actually have like my laptop there in front of me. So what I do eventually want to do...
just put our phone like that so you watch the video.
We'll get the screen up, so then what we're watching... Because again, I have picked up a couple of times tonight. We looked at the Call of Duty history.
Yeah.
We looked at the Formula 1 history. Yeah. Andrew Tate. So I do think we definitely need to bring into this some way of getting what we can look at onto the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
We can work
Solve
on
it.
it.
Yeah, we'll Google something out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
Andrew Tate, yeah. Then
Oh, we'll talk about it next
isn't
time.
that like a lot of sort of where modern humans are going?
Well, brutally honest. What?
Gee, you raise.
I want to say yes and no. Because there's a lot of
Uh,
sugarcoating.
Are humans more honest today than what they were in 1970?
I'd say no.
50 years ago.
Nah. You have some extreme cases, but I think the general public does not speak their opinion because they would prefer not to have conflict.
See, it's so weird, and that is why.
Yeah.
I do think we voice our opinion more on anything than we ever have.
No, it's because you're fucking saying shit and dick and stuff like that, so we have to actually click something on it. That's why it's delayed.
There is a little bit of a delay. There is nothing.
Oh.
There's nothing I can do. There is probably close to maybe from like when you put that message there, to it actually getting back to you guys. It's about 20 seconds.
That's you can't really do much about that.
I have got my latency settings set up so it can be as quick as possible. I may be able to do it so it is a little bit faster.
Touch on that.
No, I just want to do this because I know this. Just don't make me regret this. But in saying that, he's also a moderator on Bloody Adam's channel.
You got cancelled for saying this.
You do?
Stuff. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, okay. So back to the topic because I think we did get a little bit off topic.
What was the topic?
Cancer culture, honesty in humans. We have we've
cancel
never
culture.
had
Yeah.
more platforms to voice what we think than now.
Yeah.
But we're more afraid of voicing our opinion now than
I-
ever
I-
because of backlash.
Yeah, I saw something about this. Literally locally, recently, this morning, there was, I think it was local. I don't know. I was shared by something. So there was a fire early in the morning.
This is the men's car park.
No, it wasn't that one. No. It was something else. So there was a fire early this morning. So the fire truck had to go to the fire.
I saw this.
Yeah. They had to it's a fire. Fire truck go to fire. Fire truck use sirens. They legally have to use the sirens and the lights. Someone complained, too loud. What do you mean? What do you mean?
And I think this is the difference in what people are complaining about.
They're complaining
and
about
what
everything
we
and
should
anything. Yeah.
be complaining about. I don't, that's not. I couldn't care. Like
If I hear a siren, it's something important.
I feel like we've all become very soft. Not
Fragile.
all of us.
There's a lot of people that have complained and gotten what they wanted, so now that's their way of life.
The F1 girls.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil. You heard that, right? The squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Something like that. But like.
Because they'll just complain and then they'll get what they need.
Like me, and I can definitely put my hand up and say this, something along the lines of these types of podcasts and stuff.
Mm.
If we say something where we have an opinion and someone has a different opinion, I'm going to sort of deal with it or whatever.
No, we'll discuss it out.
No, I mean,
It's
more
alright
like,
to have opposing opinions.
I mean, more, that's
What's
not
the point?
kind of like, we have platforms to be able to voice what we want to say, but there are so many things that
There's so many people that have
There's
different
so many
opinions.
things that get complained about too much that aren't important compared to the things that we should be worried about.
We should be complaining about, like Russia. What are they doing?
Russia, Ukraine.
The fact that China's accepting it, like there's. Yeah.
We've got Sri Lanka. They are literally about to go bankrupt. We have got Pakistan is literally about to go bankrupt.
I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, Pakistan is literally in the exact same spot Sri Lanka is right now.
I didn't know either of those guys.
Oh,
wait, is that
maybe not quite as bad as Sri Lanka, but it is bad.
I don't know where it is, but somewhere in one of the Indian countries, there was so much corruption that I think it was either their prime minister or president evacuated, and all the people went.
Got in the pool.
Yeah, got into their house. They just walked in. They just had a party in their house.
Yeah, so that's
Like-
pretty much
Yeah.
That's Sri Lanka.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Pakistan is about
Probably.
a week behind that at the moment.
Oh boy.
They- So, but here's the crazy thing, okay, right? So, say if Australia was in trouble financially, we would get probably some type of...
we have the Commonwealth to help us.
Yeah, right. But if we needed to get a loan, we would get a loan through the international banking, whatever, at 30 years, at like 3 to 4% interest.
Okay.
Pakistan has loans from China.
Oh,
They-
and well, now they have to pay them back.
They are 7 to 10 year loans at interest rates of 6 to 7%.
Oh boy.
Pakistan is already out of money. They've got nothing left. And now China's saying...
Give me my money.
China's essentially saying, if you do not give us a payment, we will cut your power. Pakistan already has no power. They can't get oil or anything in.
Oh.
Like, and it's all these little things
Cut.
that...
Oh,
like,
well, no, it's a win though. You can't cut what they don't have.
And then you've also got... Here's a couple of two other interesting things. Now, obviously, we have Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah.
Kind of just helping
It's-
themselves in a little bit, right?
Yeah. Like
And
it was all in the news at the beginning of the year, but it's
And
not really.
And the
coming
biggest argument for Russia was it's our motherland, essentially, right? It was
Yeah,
essentially
they're
a part of Russia.
reclaiming their own land, but doing it through a fair bit of force.
Yeah.
And breaking a lot of making war crimes.
What about Taiwan?
It's in China. Yeah. Yeah, whether or not Taiwan's a part of China, it's the same deal as Hong Kong. They're just gonna slowly keep spreading across.
Two other things you might not know currently going on with China. They are currently spending a $1 trillion infrastructure where they are essentially going to be connecting all of the major continents for their own delivery and sort of system.
Like Amazon, but for
No.
China.
So, like, for example, there will be a direct route from China to Africa.
Jeez.
They are essentially now really
They're
connecting
yeah.
their areas around them. Here's another one. You know,
That's crazy.
I want to say Somalia, but I don't. It's just above us.
Indonesia.
Maybe a little bit closer towards. It's like
Closer towards what? Closer towards like the mainland. So further up.
I swear it's Samoa. I can't.
You might be onto it.
I think it's Samoa, but there is a country sort of just above us in Australia. I feel like I want to say Samoa.
Surabaya.
No.
Indonesia.
No.
Singapore.
No.
Malaysia. I don't know where you want.
Can I bro this just?
Yeah.
I thought it was like here.
So you're thinking of some made up place. What's happening in that weird and wacky world?
I'm definitely not
It's-
making
it's-
it up.
it's-
I just can't remember what the name of the. It's up here.
It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't exist. It's not real.
Anyway, essentially, it is. I just can't remember the name of the damn country.
Sumba?
I swear it was something with an S, but
Okay, what's happening there?
essentially, so we as Australia, we have always been their naval defensive party.
Okay.
We're not anymore. China is.
Oh.
So essentially now, so we've always defended them. They're the something islands, and they're above us. But just for the life of me, can't remember what they're called. But we have always provided them with naval defense for
Yeah.
their coasts because there's that close to us, and obviously Australia's strongest military asset is our navy. But they have now just re-signed a contract about 3 months ago that now China will defend their waters for them.
Did they fully militarize them?
That is.
It just says South China Sea. US Indo-Pacific.
This is really annoying, and this is when it would be great if we could actually get what we're looking up sort of on the screen.
Oh, Spratly Islands. In between the Vietnam and the Philippines.
Yeah, it could be.
Hmm.
Well, like I said, the Spratly Islands, and I knew it was something to do with an S.
Well, yeah, you
and
have
that's
one,
between
one
V-
letter and islands.
Yeah, so yeah, we've always been their naval defense, and
No,
now
not anymore.
we lost the contract essentially.
Or,
and
yeah, if you think about it, China just gains that territory, so now they will be coasting their little boaties around there.
I reckon China's about to collapse.
collapse.
I think
financially.
in the next, well, they're going to have to do some very interesting, dodgy stuff, especially with interest rates.
They're
going
already
up.
doing dodgy things.
You know that no single person anywhere in China owns the land. Solomon Islands, I swear. So that's what the Solomon Islands. I swear that rings a bell.
Yeah, because Solomon Islands is.
Like just above Western Australia.
This one says Spratly Islands.
Yeah, but I mean, I would probably be backing Andrew on Solomon
Oh
Islands.
yeah, because I know nothing.
No, because that really.
Solomon Islands fear the China Security Pact ones, but yeah, okay, you're right. It is Solomon Islands. China Solomon Island relations. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, so the Solomon Islands are now protected navally by China.
Good luck, guys.
I mean, we got there. We got there. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, this is podcast number 1. We still got some fine tuning on.
999 to go.
Are we doing 1,000 of these?
You put 3 zeros.
Oh,
Three
crap.
units in it.
We have.
You gotta fill them out. Yeah.
Oh, my lordy. But yeah, look. China's a bit interesting. Gotta keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
We now got, like, monkeypox.
Oh yeah, going through the eastern states.
Yeah, we had,
it's coming over here too, though.
yeah, but we've had our first couple loss, you know. So do you think all of these particular worldly pandemics are as absolutely legit as you think,
Yes.
or is there an ounce of you that doesn't fully believe it? Now let's start with COVID.
I had COVID.
See, now again,
I believe it's real.
now, I don't not believe it's real. And again, this is a very interesting topic because I am yet to have COVID. He
Yeah, so are you onto something there?
is one of the only 2 people.
I think I've had it twice because it was not like maybe a couple of weeks ago. I was crook as a dog out for the count, and my friend tested positive, but then when I tested, I came up negative. So I think I've had it twice now. But yeah, no, it's definitely a doozy. The first time I had it, I think like first day I tested positive, I was a little bit sniffly, a little bit groggy. But then that afternoon, I was like painkillered up in bed, fatigued. I was falling asleep at my table, really.
So I think I might have gotten it because I got sick, but we had the lollipop tests. So when I did the lollipop test, I don't think I was putting far
the
enough
lollipop
back.
tests are faulty.
I know. That's why I say I think I
you
got
probably
it,
did.
but I just got a whole bunch of false negatives.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I have 2 vaccines, and that's it. I think people are up to like 4 or 5 now. I haven't gotten them since the beginning of the year.
So you actually haven't gotten the 3rd booster yet.
No, you don't have to. Like,
Well, and then that's the other thing.
yeah, I think people like got it but just didn't know about it. Because like for me, the one that I feel like I had it recently, it was one day, I slept from like 3 till 9, had some food, and then went back to bed, and then I was fine the next day.
Yeah. Whereas I mean, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. I was sick, but
Yeah.
I think I just had terrible, shitty ones.
Yeah, you know when you have it, like that. But
It's the next level of sickness.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
and
but it's not like yeah, it's different per person as well.
and I guess we're young.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's someone in a maybe slightly different condition. I do just want to chuck this note in there while it is in there for Zoe, who said should post some TikTok clips from the potty.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I definitely would.
We need to figure out how to do
Except-
times.
I will not darn well touch TikTok on my phone. No way. Not with the amount of information from that app that gets given to the Chinese government. I'm not going to lie, man.
China's got me!
I think I'm some type of Chinese conspiracy. I am. Like, no, but if you actually read the terms and conditions,
No. Like because
TikTok can actually watch your phone while you're typing things in.
yeah, no. I one of my friends has TikTok, and he's like disabled all of the permissions for it and whatnot. Recently I went to Cambodia, and he obviously took his phone there with him. It disabled all like the location thing, so according to the phone, it shouldn't know where he is. We get to Cambodia, he has Cambodian TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's like, excuse me?
And so
yeah,
the-
get a bird. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I would. And there is a very, very
we
big...
can make shorts on YouTube.
I'd love
At
to go on
least
TikTok, But
the shorts. At least we need it. We need to have a way of like time stamping the video and being like, haha, that was funny,
Well-
and then come back to it later.
well, here's the thing: we're probably only going to be doing like one podcast a week.
Maybe 2.
I work from home.
Yeah.
I can probably go through these and
Yeah, I know, but the little timestamp thing would be.
I'd love the idea of having clippets of this on TikTok.
Yeah, because YouTube. No,
Do
it
you
doesn't
ha-
have to be. I don't even have TikTok.
Yeah, neither do I.
I-
I've never touched it.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels is where they've captured my brain, and I'm going through and numbing myself.
See, I don't use Instagram. I don't use Snapchat.
Even Facebook,
Oh.
even Facebook videos are killing me now. So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Definitely.
I'm not. I think it is as
'Cause
well.
you don't want to show people an hour and 30
No.
or a 2-hour live stream for a 10-second joke.
Yeah, I definitely. I definitely
it
agree.
will come.
We've got to figure out a way of clipping. We've got to figure out a way of getting what we're looking at on our computer
Yeah.
on the screen.
Yeah.
Obviously, any feedback is still heavily encouraged
This is
because
numero uno.
number 10. As some would say, who knows? In many years, when a legend was born.
I'm posting photo clips on TikTok. Okay, fine. All right. We'll put TikTok. Write TikTok down.
Yeah.
You don't even have a pen.
I think I got up and I flung it.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but
Well, no. Yeah. Well, it'll be the
Socials.
same.
social
The
clips.
snippets on those platforms. We'll post on every single one. YouTube, Instagram,
Pornhub.
Pornhub snippets. Do they have snippets?
I don't know.
I feel like they should.
What for you guys that can't go like?
No, if you know, like it'd be like snippets of videos, and you'd be like flicking through and be like, yeah, okay.
No, I think it's for the guys that walk into a store and be like, "I need a short." Gets his snippet and he's done. He's done for the year.
Done for the year.
No, I definitely. Yeah, we can do something on clips, and I do think it's smart because then
Oh,
they're
yeah,
the best little pieces.
Andrew, I already accept that Google knows everything about me.
Yes, and I agree with you
Yeah.
on that,
And
Andrew.
I am thankful for it as well as autofill and password savers and stuff
it's
like
more. There are so many apps on my phone already that is already taking the same information that TikTok would.
that. You can probably just post it from your computer.
I'm not against getting TikTok on my phone. I'm just hella
You
against.
just-
No, I
you
just
just
I
like-
don't. There's something about it that I just don't trust.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Like, okay, YouTube has that information. Snapchat
Google has that
yeah.
information. Snapchat has your location.
I swear, I'm not racist, okay? And
I
I
just don't want TikTok to know.
yeah, you know.
Nah. Yeah. We'll add it to the list.
Yeah,
We'll figure out a way.
Yeah, that can be your job.
I have too many jobs.
No, I mean more like the Instas, the TikTok shorts. Like I can get them for you, but then
Well, I just press the button.
no, you just post them to the medias.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't
Just
mind.
press the button.
I don't mind getting the clips in that for you.
It doesn't play ads. But when I
when
put
I'm
my
watching
phone
YouTube-
down and stop looking at it, it plays ads. I swear. That's good.
Wait, when I'm watching,
Well, you don't want to be watching. Wait, does it play ads through this?
I can actually click a button and force. an
No,
ad to play,
no,
but
but-
I'd never do that.
Yeah. Only at the very. Give me the 1 cent.
You don't want.
No, when you're watching YouTube, sometimes it doesn't play ads. Yeah, because some videos aren't monetized. And then I put my foot down and stop looking at it, it plays ads. And some people don't have ads at the beginning of their videos because you can choose where they come. So they might like put like a couple minutes in and whatnot.
I mean,
But-
I wouldn't even be against. Like, I guess F1 shorts on Azza of the potty. Yeah, okay. Well, I definitely think
Yeah.
it's gonna be. God, it's gonna be tricky to find these little clippets though.
That's why I want the bloody timestamp.
I do have. There is something you can do in OBS because I know like there's a little replay button and stuff. Like, you know, I mean, worst case scenario.
I feel like it knows.
Just
when you're
write it
watching,
down.
you know. Oh yeah. Nah, I can agree with that.
How
Because
crazy?
it'll know when you're looking. The
You know
Face
what?
ID for people that are unlocking their phones.
Nah.
I hate how much that's come along.
Your microphone never ever turns off. You could be talking about something. Like, say I was you know what? These planets, these globes,
Where did you buy these globes?
I got this solar. I got this solar spinning globe from Nat Geo. Because
and I'll get ads for that.
yeah, because your phone microphone is always listening. Google is always listening.
Let's see.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be that quick, but I guess, look, at the end of the day, all of our digital footprint that's left, anyone could probably do anything with what they really wanted to with it. What the hell am I worried about? I did YouTube for 4 years. I've shown my entire life. It's more like...
Yeah, you've shaved your nipple on the internet.
Yeah, shaved my nipple. I've thrown up into multiple buckets. Let's not talk about the 2 litre milk challenge videos.
You brought it up.
Let's just...
Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on. Yo, what's up? Big 44.
What else have we got to go? What? Let's see these notes. Oh, actually, I think it's on the back. B-ball.
Which I do have to go to basketball tonight.
Yep, true. You actually have a physical game to go to.
Yep, and I haven't warmed up in any way, shape, or form, and I didn't play last week.
Do
so...
you ever?
No. Like, I normally go out the back, and because I got the basketball hoop out the back. Obviously,
Shoot a couple hoops.
you guys, this is my new house, the house that I've built. If
there's
you're wondering,
there's at least one wall in this house.
we got one.
Yeah. He hasn't just painted the old house.
No, it's not just a... Yeah, so I have moved, obviously. Like, you know what, maybe that's how we should end this.
You've bought a house.
What have we been up to since doing 2K? Since those 2K streams? Since doing Black Ops 3? What have we essentially been up to? What have we been doing and where we're up to now? So,
I'll go first because I got less.
Yeah.
Yours can go on forever. What have I done? What did I had the Silvia. I broke my car a couple times. It is now living in a shed. I still had the Hilux back then. I now am studying at uni. I'm doing engineering. I'm in the motorsport team. So I'm actually like there pretty much every single day. Then working on weekends. So I came back from uni. You picked me up from the train station, and then we come and do this, and then I'm gonna go home and go to uni tomorrow. So like it's spare time is a thing of the past,
and
for me,
especially our time
together.
Our timetables at the moment are so conflicting.
Yeah.
When I am free, William is not.
Yeah, pretty much.
When William is free, I am not. It's
yeah.
So that's why it's going to be a little bit tricky to... We're trying to figure out what scheduling would sort of work. Because this has been really, really enjoyable. Look, we've been here an hour and a half, and it's been literally no different to if the camera was off, honestly.
Yeah.
We're just talking
like,
shit.
That's pretty much the reason why we started this. Because we I think it was like last week, maybe the week before, we were on the phone together. I was sitting there at home because I couldn't be able to coming over. On my computer, he was sitting bloody somewhere in his house, and we chatted for maybe like hour, 2 hours, I think. And it was topical.
Yeah, it was a good yarn. So we figured...
we were like, yeah, maybe we can get some more people in on this.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with ever, A, capturing the memories,
Yeah.
and B, voicing our opinion again.
And
about things that we want to talk about, and
other opinions in on it, and getting different points of view, because
yeah.
that's how you really learn. You learn from others.
And like people might bring up things that we know nothing about.
And we're like, oh,
Like
let me
Andrew
Google
Tate.
it. Yeah.
Like Andrew Tate.
yeah,
Like
I've never met the guy.
Yeah, like I don't think I'll ever meet Andrew Tate.
Are you sure?
Let's get a like on this podcast and meet Andrew Tate. I will do a house tour. I have been meaning to do it. For me, myself,
Well, the house hasn't really been like done.
it's
You have walls and a roof and stuff like that. And I think you
I
were,
have a
you
yard,
were
I have-
moving in for a very
well,
long
I
time.
wasn't really doing YouTube. I wasn't really filming. I wasn't doing
Yeah,
any of
true.
this. Like the house is pretty much done.
Do you mean like left and right, Zoe? Yeah, get rid of all of these because these are not mine. Oh, we swap seats.
Should customize the room to show you personality. So obviously, everything at the moment is set up to be myself because it may not be William every single time.
This is not my house.
Yeah,
I don't live here.
I've tried. I've tried.
He has. That is a train station coming up down the road.
Yeah, because I had to drive all the way into town to get this guy from the train station and bring him all the way back here. But
there's going to be a train station,
there is
like
a train
literally
just
walking distance.
that
probably.
way. I mean, I don't really want you all to know where I live, but there is
Yeah,
there is
there
a
will be
train
one
station
soon.
soon. Just to quickly recap for you guys as myself as to what the hell I've been doing since I quit YouTube. I'm no longer at the job that I was at when I was doing YouTube. I now
I'm
work
still there.
in the stock market. I help my brother out at his pizza shop as well, which
And you
personally,
constantly try to.
He's
trying to reel me in so much. He can't work
So,
without me.
me and William used to work at the same company. I used to be William's boss.
5 years.
I had a bad disagreement with my company and essentially,
Yeah.
no, done, I'm out.
And I'm still
He's
there.
still
and
there.
I don't think they know I'm still there because they're chasing up on other people to do like training and quizzes and stuff like that. And I just get paid. I'm just there to get paid.
Quit.
Nah, sick leave.
Have you been watching many footy games? Because I remember you are a Hawthorn fan. Yes, I am.
A little bit of a Hawthorn fan.
You just actually can't see any of the Hawthorn stuff. There's Hawthorn there.
Oh yeah, it's just cut out.
Yeah, there's Hawthorn stuff over there. Yeah, actually, I don't have any of my Hawthorn stuff in the frame.
Collectible Hawthorn clock.
Yep, I'm a big Hawthorn fan. Still very much into my AFL. Still very
Yeah.
much into all of my sports. William himself, he's not that much into AFL, so that's why we haven't really gone anywhere near it tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately. Being an Australian, I feel horrible not being a fan of AFL, but motorsport for me
At least
is
motorsport's
where it's at. Yeah, like if you give me anything with a car, even I'll watch motorbikes. I won't know much, but I'll watch any racing,
Anything with an engine.
even drifting, even
Hill climbing.
Oh, I do love me a hill
Water
climb.
skiing.
Yeah. Water
How
skiing?
crazy is the water boat racing, hey?
Oh yes,
Man, that's
those little tracks.
Mm.
They're insane. And like
You know what? I wonder what G-forces they pull when they go left to right. Because you know how like a Formula 1 car,
No,
they
but-
can pull up to 5 Gs.
Yeah, no, but that's because they're on like a harder surface.
I guess
You
they're
think
sliding.
you're sloping
Yeah.
into the water and stuff like that. The water would absorb a lot of the force.
But just to quickly recap,
Yeah, house.
quit my job. I now work in the stock market from home.
You're gonna have to. You've changed. He's messed up his whole office setup for this. I really want you to post a photo from the other point of view, just seeing how botched this is together, just so we can get like the right angles, the right lighting.
Like,
Like,
don't get me wrong. Oh, that frame.
it works.
Ah.
It works. But
Everything
like,
behind the
I
lens.
said it. I said at the beginning, and I'll say it again. It is a shoebox on top of a desk, on top of a table, holding the camera up. An extended USB cord going back to the computer. Yeah.
No, there's only one. Yeah, so because the camera cord was the only cord that couldn't reach. Funny enough, that cord is the only cord that is in the back of the computer. Because it had the longest extension.
Oh, okay.
So
fair,
the other
yeah,
ones
yeah.
could reach the front.
Yeah.
But this one couldn't reach the front, so I had to be like, chuck it down to
I
the
getcha.
back. But yeah, so I have gotten married.
Congratulations. I was in a different country for the wedding.
He missed my wedding because he was in Japan.
Oops.
So obviously I have my 2 children in Adam and Charlie. My 3rd daughter Alyssa lives with us full time. We have absolute split custody now with her, so she spends a lot of time here.
Okay.
We have gotten a new car. It's not really that new now. We've had it for a year and a half.
It still feels new.
It is. So I got the family a 2015 Audi SQ5. You did, and I'm a big Audi fanboy now.
Yeah,
since
but
getting
he
it.
didn't even know what European cars
Yeah.
were before. He gets one and he's like, it is all
Yeah.
I know. I am European
Yeah.
from the day I die.
I hate Mercedes.
I was actually...
Other reasons for that.
There's a C63 AMG that looks real nice out front of this dealer that I keep going past when I go to uni.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm torn now. But that's a different story. Yeah, we're actually going to play golf on Monday.
Yeah, we are playing golf on Monday.
Yeah.
I will admit, me and my brother have been flirting with the idea of... So we've been getting traces, and we've been playing golf with traces so you can actually properly follow the ball and everything. It was a lot of mucking around, and we kind of looked at it and just thought, oh, this is a lot of effort for probably
Yeah.
no one to really ever want to ever consider it. But like,
Post them on the shorts.
I have posted one of them on my shorts.
Oh.
It's got like over 1,000 views.
Oh.
A lot of dislikes because I think the image quality. Yeah, I showed it to
Yeah,
you.
no, yeah, it was
It
garbage.
did get a lot of dislikes, but like the pixel quality was like you could count
1,000
the,
views and 2,000 dislikes.
you could you could count the pixels on the screen. But yeah, I definitely think utilising shorts is going to be huge. But we are playing golf on Monday. We're playing at Meadow Springs. I did play golf the other day, and I did something at golf
It doesn't rain.
I've never ever done before. I accidentally smashed the golf cart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Tell me
so
about
normally when
that. You didn't tell them about that. Though.
No, so when I get up to a green or where the flag is, I'll drive my cart up. I'll grab, if I'm not quite on the green, if I'm just off it, I'll grab like a little pitcher or a little chipper, and I'll grab my putter. So I went over to my ball and I did my little chip, and the shot was fine. Whatever. It was a bit of a windy, blowy day, and all I had to do was go putt. So I lobbed my chipper
Absolutely javelin through it.
at the golf cart. Smash! The entire windscreen of the golf cart had just shattered, and we were on hole. We just finished the second hole on an 18-hole day, and I just smashed it.
It's a good start.
So the next 6
It
holes.
can't get worse from there.
The next 6 holes, I'm just telling them, I accidentally drove into a bush. I accidentally hit a golf ball that ricocheted and it hit the glass or the plastic.
Yeah.
It was like it when I got it. So I
I don't know how it happened.
I just kept coming up with all these ideas as to like, because it's like they say in the pro shop, there is a fee and it's more than $3.99 and it's less than $401, but there is a fee to replace those. I didn't particularly be the most honest of people
parked up and walked away.
that day. Yes, I may have just parked up the golf cart, walked to my car, and gone on home. And I have not returned to that country club since because they know me very well there, and I don't particularly want to just deal with that right now. So we're Meadow Springs.
We're going to a different golf course.
We're going to a different golf course, so we don't have to
There's
deal with that.
plenty to pick from.
There is a good chance it's going to be raining. Do you know what? There is a bit of an interesting story about the whole... You know how when we were talking in Messenger and I had said to you...
It's raining.
It's not. It's going to be all good.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ryan at work and I said to him, is it raining?
Yeah.
And Ryan was like, yeah, no, it's all good. So
you didn't check at all.
It's the one time I've never actually checked
And
the
the
weather.
first thing I did was check the weather. And granted, I wasn't in I was up in the city, so it was raining. And I screenshot the raining, and he's like, "Oh no, that's not where we are." And I was like, "Okay, fine. Go change my location to where we'll be going." It's still raining.
The percentage actually went up. The percentage went up 4% of a higher chance of raining of where we actually were.
Yeah.
But
10 days, as it stands, Monday, 80% chance of rain. How early are we going at?
8:40, and I do have a small problem about this particular time zone that I realised today, and I haven't fixed it. I'm going to drop my kids off at school.
When?
8:30.
Oh.
We tee off at 8:40.
Yeah, easy.
We tee off at 8:40.
Yeah.
I'll be at the school.
Audi's fast.
I won't be in there. Audi.
Oh.
No. I might be. I don't know.
Oh.
And then I think, yeah. So
Oh.
Monday could be a little bit interesting. Could be a little bit interesting.
Figure it out when we get there.
Yes, but no, we are still playing golf. Look, honestly, what I might do, I might film.
I
might film on Monday. Just try to get some of our.
got a spider-filled golf little bag, so I gotta dust them out.
Yeah, because you got yourself your own clubs and stuff. There's no reason. Just try not to kill a bird this time. Killer.
Just one time.
Yeah, you'll never be forgotten.
Would you rather the bird or would you rather Robbie?
Right, I don't know Robbie anymore, so
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't have known the bird, and I wouldn't have known Robbie. I feel like if you clocked Robbie, I would have had to have dealt with that a little bit more.
Oh yeah, because he was standing next to you. It was honestly, something had to die when that ball was hit.
The second the club hit the ball, death had been achieved. It was either going to be the humans
or the bird.
Or the bird, yeah.
Honestly, out of that situation, I think I chose the better option.
Look, I've killed a bird playing golf.
Tell Same.
But I think, and I don't think I've ever told this story, and I think this is how we'll wrap up this podcast with this story, because it is...
you murdering a bird with a golf club?
No, it is probably by far the funniest golf thing that has ever happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to be going off of the notes, but in the notes it says funny stories. That's
Can we just...
the note.
I don't know if you can read that.
Probably not.
These
That's
notes.
the notes.
These are the notes. Be funny. Intro, sport, world politics. Yeah.
But there is one particular story I would like to tell that I've never told this channel.
I need a clipboard.
Now, there is a golf course that we go to that is really, really casual. You don't even have to wear collared shirts. You could literally just go there and piss fart around. And that's what we do when we go there.
Damn.
It's called Marry Park. Now, last time we went to Marry Park, when I called them to book in the appointment, I just said I'd like to play in the morning. The guy on the phone gave me so much attitude and lip. He
wasn't
automatically
having
did
anything.
not like me. All right, so he must have written a note on this particular time
Because, yeah, it got worse once we got there.
because So the next day we get up to the country club. I'm not going to call it a country club. We get up to
The golf
the
course.
land of golfing.
The green grass. with 18 holes.
So we get to the golf course, and if I'm not mistaken, we were like
On time.
right on time.
Perfectly on the dot on time. And it's
We-
not the best thing to do. You'd rather be a little bit early. But
Yeah.
yeah, we got there on
We
the
got
dot.
there at the dot. So
Yeah.
we walk up to the counter and
Say,
we're
"Hey,
like,
guys."
hey, we've got a booking
Oh.
for this.
Yeah, there's a lot to this.
We would like to get our carts and play. And they were like, yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
And we'll split the bill.
We'll split the bill. So
Yeah.
William's up
I
there
pay
first.
I pay my
Beep.
half. Done. And then you're
Easy
like,
as
oh,
that.
I don't have money in my card. Or like, no, you have
My
the wrong
card
card.
was locked.
Yeah.
I had locked it the night before because I couldn't find it. And I grabbed my phone and I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, my card's locked.
So I was
I
like,
couldn't be bothered unlocking it. So I asked Will, can you just... And I'll just
Yeah,
give you
and
the
I was like,
money
yeah,
later.
sure. Like, no
We
worries, let me
already
just-
had a line of 5 people behind us because we were split paying and shit was hitting the fan.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll pay the other half. Just put it through, and I'll pay the other half. And he's like, yeah, no worries. Charges me the full amount.
Full 100% amount for the what we...
So I've
for the
already
full
paid.
game.
Yeah, I've already paid half. Charges me the full amount again. So I'm like, hey, that's a bit
Yeah,
expensive.
you've
That's
charged me
I-
1.5
I
times.
know math. That's not the same number as before. That's not 50-50.
So you ask one simple question to the man, William.
Can I have a can you refund the first one? No.
We now have 6 people standing behind us in line.
What do you mean? Is it not that easy? And he's like, nah, it's a little bit more than that. I'm like,
What do you mean? No, you
What
can't
do you
refund
mean?
it. Anyway, we got
we're
6
like-
people
we're-
standing
yeah, we're
behind
like,
us.
Okay, whatever.
We need to get this game
We'll
going.
deal with this afterwards. Just
Gives us the key.
give me a key to a golf cart.
So we get our key. We get our bags.
The
We
keys,
go around.
The keys
So-
are numbered.
Yeah.
The golf carts are numbered.
And these particular golf carts are lined up in grills. So there's one here, one
So
behind,
there's
one
only, like,
behind.
yeah.
Everything's boxed in.
Yeah, you can
If
only
you don't
pick
get
one.
the front one,
You can't go.
you can't go.
Yeah.
So we go out there and we are given key, for example, 1.
I
We
think
go-
it was like 36. Or
I think it
something
was
like
like
that.
36.
Yeah.
We go to the front cart,
It's like fucking 4.
4. And
Like-
the cart behind it was a different number.
And the cart in like the center was the one that we needed. And we were like,
He gave us the key to the cart in literally the middle of every single cart
I'm like,
they had
okay.
available. And we were
Okay.
like, alright, maybe this is a little bit sus.
yeah.
So
You go back in
I
the
go
first
back
time.
in the first time and I said, hey mate, this key is for the cart that's in the middle. Can I get another one? So we looked at his little diagram thing and said, yeah, here you go. This is the one.
Well, okay, cool.
We go back out to
there?
all the carts, and if I'm not mistaken, this one was on the most outer row, but was like 3 deep or 2 deep.
It was still inaccessible.
So I just started putting all of the carts into neutral and pushing them out the way.
And I'm like, nah.
There's
nah,
gotta be an
gotta
easier
a better
way.
I go back in with the kid and I'm like, hey man, this one still is not accessible. And he's like, they all have the same key. Just take the first one.
Literally every key is the same. The numbers are a placebo effect.
Why?
Just take the front
Why?
one.
Oh my god, why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
So after all of this piss fighting around and having all of these
We're
people
just-
behind us, because no one else could get their carts out because we had to be the first ones to go because we were the ones that were going first.
Booked. We were booked for that time slot.
So we go down to the first tee box.
Yep.
And we had to wait for the first people to go.
Yeah.
So we jump onto the
And
tee
then
box.
there's 2 more carts of people that have bloody lined up behind us. Oh mate,
The story is
so we
not
wait.
it's not over.
It gets worse, if not better. There's 2 carts that
Yeah.
lined up behind us, filled with people.
Yeah. So we have
As we're teeing up for the first one,
2 carts of full. Like there was like 8. Well,
there were a lot of people there.
no, I think it might have been 3 carts because there was at least 6 people there. So
Yeah.
I go up and I hit my first ball. Now, obviously, if you're unaware with golf, if you hit your very, very first swing and it's not the greatest, you give yourself a mulligan, you can have another one.
Yeah.
I hit my first ball and it was okay.
And Aaron wanted to show off to these guys.
Yeah, like I'm good at golf and I can hit it really big and far. Like I'm gonna go bang.
Yeah.
It was an okay shot. It was whatever it is. William jumped on because I was like,
Oh.
if I have my mulligan afterwards, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
William jumps on, so
And
William
I'm just like,
gets
I
up
just
there.
want to get this out of the way. I just want to hit the ball.
William's not a golfer. William is not like
and
he
this
can
is,
golf,
this is
but
no practice.
no
This
practice.
Is, I
We
think
haven't
it's
played
been
in months.
Yeah, I haven't touched the golf club. A swing and a miss.
Will gets up. Yep.
A big old swing and a miss. And
Now there's
it's-
dead silence.
yeah,
Dead
and then
silence from the swing and a miss.
Someone
heckler.
said something. Yeah, it was a friendly heckle though, because he was like, "Oh, I'm just joking." I was loving
So
it. It
one
was
mate
funny.
throws out this like swing and a miss.
Yeah, beautiful.
And there's like a bit of a giggle from everybody, but then he's
That
like,
was-
"Nah, we're just having fun with you, mate.
Yeah,
just take
yeah.
your shot, you know." And by
Lovely.
this time, the next cart has pulled in, so we've now got
That's
4
yeah.
carts in the
Yeah.
line behind us on the tee box. William ends up
I just
hitting it
hit it. It's
just
not
to
pretty.
get it out of trouble.
It's
Like, if I'm not mistaken,
it wasn't bad.
too
It
bad.
wasn't bad. I think I got like
You went down the fairway.
yeah. It was a straight hit. It just wasn't as much power because I was concentrating on just hitting the ball.
Yeah.
So I
didn't
put
bother
my
about
club.
I didn't bother about my mulligan because we already had 4 carts waiting
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
us,
we
and my
just go.
first shot was fine.
So I put my club back in my bag and
Yep,
we jump
back
in and
into
we
your
drive
bag,
off.
Jump
Yeah.
in, foot on the floor, and so we put our foot on the floor and we go.
Yeah.
And we're probably going for about 10 to 15 meters before we hit the very first proper bump.
Yeah, because there's a
It's
long
a footpath.
yeah, there's a footpath and then it drops.
Yeah.
There's like a little indent and then it goes to the grass.
Yeah.
We hit that and my bag falls off.
But the problem was that it took us about a second and a half to realise the bag had fallen
Yeah.
off.
We
So,
didn't slam the brakes.
just to give you an idea, so we're driving along. We've just held up these
Yeah.
close to 8 to 10 people on the tee box.
We're holding up the whole course.
with an air miss, with heckling. We've already held them up in the shop with fucked around
And-
refunds.
Oh yeah.
So we
Yeah.
take off on the cart and we start driving.
and the
I'm already
whole-
laughing my ass off
the
because this
whole
is so funny.
cart- No, the whole bag falls off.
Yeah, we go.
I swear I strapped it on, but
Apparently it didn't.
apparently not. Yeah.
Going forward,
But
we
the fact
hit the
that-
bump. The
Yeah.
bag falls off. We go like another 2 meters.
And we're like, oh.
oh crap!
And then at that point, I looked back and I was like, I'll just walk and grab it, but
It was
it was
so
a
far.
fair 20, 30 meters.
It was
so-
far too far.
Put the old beeper in reverse.
Yeah, because essentially I was losing it at this point
Yeah.
because we've now wasted all these people's times.
And they get to see that to start
We've got
their
to
day.
click the cart into reverse, and when you put golf carts into reverse, they have reverse noises. So
Yeah.
these guys are trying to tee up. They're teeing up,
And you just hear
just waiting for us to go. Yeah. We then have to slowly reverse at least 15 meters to go back and get the bag that fell
And-
off.
yeah.
At this point, I am pretty much peeing my pants because nothing like this has ever been so poorly, badly, and it all started with the bad phone call.
Yeah, honestly.
Eventually,
That man set me up.
on the second hole, we both started playing some good golf.
No, yeah.
And the guys that were all behind us ended up like
Oh,
we were 2
yeah.
holes in front.
Swing and a miss.
They were going.
They were like
there,
courses over.
there, and it was. Yeah.
It made me feel better by the end
Yeah.
of the day.
And that was our last golfing experience. I think we may have done one since then.
I don't know about that. Oh yeah, I think we had a one-off. Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, we're going out on Monday.
if it rains,
Yeah.
We're not going out.
Oh, if it rains, we might just do 9. We'll see.
I'll bring a rain jacket.
Bring an umbrella.
How am I supposed to swing with an umbrella?
No, you just take the water while you're taking your swing.
Yeah. By the end of it, we made our way back, parked up. The manager was there at that point, and I was like, about my money.
Yeah.
And we got that refund. I swear he actually refunded me a little bit more.
Yeah, he did.
Because I don't know why, he refunded me fully, refunded me my 50% deposit, and then charged me again. But I think it turned out to be less in total. So
It was just
happy days by the end of it.
it's honestly just one of those golf experiences that like
It's a good one, really. I'd say one of my highlights
It's
of
not-
golf.
it's not often I almost wee myself from
Yeah.
laughter. Like
It was comical because I'd put the bag on and we'd driven off from
so far.
so far. Like we'd driven off from the actual where like little like cart house down and around to the first tee, and it hadn't fallen off. And then we drive a little bit further and it still hadn't fallen off. As soon as we hit that little bump, it completely fell off. A couple of the clubs actually fell out. Like it was,
I didn't know that.
yeah, it was pretty sad sight. And yeah, so we had to reverse up and I had to pick it up and yeah, try not to cry.
And
really,
So what I'll do, I'll probably yo Diz, what's going on, man?
horrible time to come in
Yeah.
because it is.
It is.
We're gonna call it the
That
end.
is it. That is.
Yeah.
We're just short of 2 hours, but I've got basketball tonight. We are incredibly thankful for every single one of you guys that came out and said g'day. I
And
hope you guys
we do want to
enjoy
do this. We do want to do this more. Might pick. I don't know. Might pick a different time. We'll see. We'll see what the best time
Yeah,
is.
we're still fine tuning the scheduling with both mine and Will's schedules
Yeah.
being quite
We've
conflicting.
thought about like once we pick a time. I thought about this at least. Once
That's
we
where
pick
we'll
a time, we will set it at that time
So
to
that's why I
start.
thought Thursday.
Yeah, and then it'll be a race to get here. Like sometimes we might start
We will
with
try.
no one here.
Yeah, we'll try and be on time. But like honestly,
I think we should
I've
hold
enjoyed
ourselves
this.
to it. Yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
yeah, okay. Like
just getting-
honestly,
Getting it out there.
whether we were live streaming this or not, this
We'd
probably
still
wouldn't
be
have been
ch-
any
we'd still be
different.
yarning,
This is
yeah.
exactly what our night would have been.
We wouldn't have talked about Andrew Tate.
No, but now we've got a video idea.
Well, it's a topic for next week. We can research the man.
Yeah. Who is? Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out. Yeah,
Who is Andrew Tate?
who's the Tatinator?
The Tate Master.
But
Yeah.
no, look, very much appreciate all you guys coming out. If you did enjoy the podcast, or you just want something to listen to in the background while you're doing something, maybe you're at the gym.
Let us know. Tell us.
Yeah.
Like we need to hear your opinion. Otherwise, we will never do this again. Yeah, we can't really never do this again. We've lost you now.
It's just gone from 0 to 100 there,
I've
hasn't
gone
it?
from 100 to 0.
Jesus, far out. But
Yeah. Let
thank
us
you.
know. We're like, and you might even see if you scroll back up a little bit in the chat, like you'll see that we are still figuring out
Yeah.
things.
fine tuning, but we've
Yeah.
got this under control because
It's a learning experience.
you miss every single shot you don't take. So this is the first shot. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for all of you guys for coming out and checking out In My Opinion, which is me, or Just My Opinion, which is William.
What?
I'll be
That's-
In
that's-
My Opinion. You can be
that's-
Just My Opinion.
That's news to me.
I'll be.
I would just say it's the first podcast.
And you know what? It's been good.
Yeah,
It's been good.
it's been good.
You guys look after yourselves. We'll
Yeah.
see you on the
See
flip
you next
side.
time. Bye.
Am I falling in love, or am I just falling apart?